You ever really look in the mirror? I don't mean that quick glance before you leave the house, checking your outfit, smoothing your edges, fixing the tie. I mean really look, past the surface, past the face the world knows. Because that mirror, it doesn't lie, it doesn't flatter, it doesn't filter, it reflects exactly who you are right now. You see, there's something sacred about that kind of silence, when it's just you, your breath, your heartbeat, and that reflection staring back. That's when the truth shows up. That's when the masks fall off. And the question that mirror asks you isn't, what do you want to be? It's what are you doing to become it? I remember being 20-something, walking the streets of New York, broken my pockets, but dreaming like I had $1 billion in the bank. I'd catch my own reflection in storefront windows. Didn't matter if I was in a suit or sweats, that reflection would ask the same thing. Are you showing up for your destiny? Or just dressing for it? Because here's what I know. You can't fake your way to fulfillment. Not with half effort. Not with borrowed dreams or someone else's voice in your head. See, the reason so many people are stuck is because they're waiting on the world to give them permission to believe in themselves. But the mirror, it's been waiting on you every day, quietly, patiently, asking, are you ready to get real yet? And 2025 don't care about your talk. It wants your truth. It wants the real you, not the version you perform for people's approval. Not the highlight reel, not the excuses. It wants the you who's willing to stand up, strip away the fear, and face your own reflection with boldness. That's the moment everything changes, not when people clap for you, not when the opportunity knocks, but when you look in the mirror and say, I'm done doubting, I'm done delaying, I'm bringing everything I've got. So I ask you again, not as an actor, not as a speaker, but as a man who's wrestled with that mirror too. When you look at yourself today, who do you see? And more importantly, who are you ready to become? Let me tell you something that a lot of folks out there won't say out loud. Pain is part of the process. Yeah, we all want the glory, the gold, the good days, but none of that arrives without the grind. And the grind, it hurts sometimes, but that pain you're carrying, it ain't just baggage, it's proof. Proof that you tried. Proof that you felt. Proof that you're still in the fight. I've been there, man. Times when rejection hit so hard it echoed. Auditions where I gave everything and the call never came. Nights where the silence in the room was louder than any applause I could imagine. You start asking questions like, am I enough? Is it worth it? Why me? But let me tell you, those were the exact moments I was being shaped. See, pain's not a punishment, it's a passport. And every time life knocks you down, stamps that passport with another lesson, another truth, another layer of grit. Every no you survive is a visa to a stronger version of yourself. Nobody makes it to greatness without scars. Those scars, they're your credentials, think about it. The strongest trees don't grow in soft soil. They grow where the winds are fierce and the storms don't let up, and still, they rise. They don't curse the rain. They use it. You got pain, good. That means you got passion. That means you're alive. That means you're in it. Because if you're gonna walk into 2025 with a king's crown or a queen's confidence, you better come through the fire first. Not around it, through it. Let the pain teach you, don't let it trap you. Let it fuel the next step, not freeze your feet in place. You don't need to erase your struggle. You need to own it. People are out here trying to find shortcuts, trying to cut corners to avoid discomfort. But the thing is, the pain is the shortcut. That's what fast tracks your growth. That's what makes you real. So if you're walking into this new year thinking you're too broken, too tired, too behind, let me stop you right there. You ain't broken, you're becoming. Your pain ain't the end of your story. It's just the stamp that says you're on your way. Everybody wants to win, until it's time to work. Everybody wants to shine, until they realize the grind don't come with a spotlight. Desire, that's easy. Anybody can want something. You can sit on your couch and want a six-pack. You can dream about starting a business, publishing a book, hitting the stage. That part costs you nothing. But discipline, that costs you everything. Discipline is waking up when you don't feel like it. It's doing the reps when nobody's watching. It's saying no to the party, no to the comfort, no to the easy way, so that one day life can say yes to you. You ever seen someone win and think, man, they lucky? Nah, what you saw was the harvest. What you didn't see was the late nights, the missed calls, the sweat, the sacrifices, the moments they had to fight the voice that said, quit. Every day. That's discipline. I've worked with folks who had all the talent in the world, but no discipline. Guess where they are now? Lost in the crowd, floating. Because desire without discipline is just a dream with no engine. It looks good parked in your mind, but it's going nowhere. When I started out, I didn't always have the connections. I didn't have the name, but I had the discipline to get up every day, put in the work, stay ready. I studied, I trained, I practiced like I was already on the stage, because I knew when the door finally cracked open, I wasn't gonna knock. I was gonna walk through like I belonged there. That's what 2025 needs from you. Not another resolution, not another vision board you don't look at past January. It needs discipline. It needs you to treat every single day like it matters. Because it does. One day of discipline might not look like much. But stack one on top of another and another and another. That's a life. That's momentum. That's legacy. The greatest version of you is already possible. It just needs consistency, not hype. Not inspiration, not mood, consistency. Don't chase the feeling, build the habit. Don't wait for motivation, be your own accountability. And when that voice shows up, let's just skip today. Let's chill. It's fine, you've earned it. I want you to answer back with discipline, with purpose, with that fire that says, I didn't come this far just to come this far. Desire gets you started, discipline gets you there. Let me talk to the ones who are waiting on the perfect moment. The perfect plan, the perfect sign. Let me tell you something straight. Clarity is a luxury, and in life, you don't always get it up front. Sometimes all you get is fog, a next step with no next in sight. A whisper, not a map. And in those moments, it's not strategy that'll carry you. It's not a 5-year plan or some flawless execution. No, it's faith. Faith that even when the road disappears under your feet, it's still there. Faith that even when the sky goes dark, you're still moving in the right direction. That's what separates the dreamers from the doers. The ones who move even when they can't see it yet. See, everybody wants certainty. We crave it. We say things like, when I know for sure, then I'll start. When the time is right, I'll commit. But faith doesn't work like that. Faith doesn't wait for the weather to clear. Faith walks in the storm. I remember seasons in my life when all I had was an inner nudge. No yes, no green light. Just a sense in my gut that said, keep going. I couldn't explain it, couldn't justify it, but I trusted it. You ever have to move like that? Eyes full of tears but feet still moving forward. That's real faith. And let me be real with you. It won't always make sense to people. People will ask, why are you doing this? Why now? Why not play it safe? And you gotta be okay saying, because I believe there's something on the other side of this. Sometimes the path is hidden on purpose, because growth doesn't happen in clarity. It happens in commitment. It happens in trust. It happens when you say, I don't need to see the whole staircase, I just need to take the next step. 2025 is not going to roll out a red carpet for you. It's not going to send you an email confirming your destiny. It might test your patience, it might shake your confidence, it might strip away everything comfortable. But if you can keep walking in that fog, keep praying, keep working, keep believing, you'll come out the other side stronger, sharper, steadier. Not just with results, but with depth. You'll come out knowing you weren't led by the world. You were led by something deeper. Faith is how you move before the victory. It's how you act like it's already yours, even when it looks like it's slipping through your fingers. So don't let the fog fool you. Don't let the unknown slow you. If all you can see is 10 feet ahead, walk those 10 feet like they're gold, because sometimes that's all it takes. You ever see somebody walk into a room and own it before they even say a word? That's not ego. That's alignment. That's somebody who decided a long time ago that they weren't waiting for permission to be great. See, a lot of people are sitting on gold, sitting on dreams, sitting on ideas that could change their lives, waiting for someone to tap them on the shoulder and say, now's your time. But the truth is, it won't happen like that. The world responds not to your potential, but to your posture. So, if you want 2025 to be your year, you gotta move like it already is. That means no more waiting to feel ready. Ready is a lie we tell ourselves to stay comfortable. If you wait until you're ready, you'll be waiting when the decade ends. You want to write that book. Start acting like you are already an author. Get up every day and write. You want to lead? Show up like a leader now. Speak like one. Carry yourself like one. Not when they give you the title before. Because if your habits don't match your goals, you're dreaming, not deciding. The difference between people who achieve and people who just talk about achieving is that one of them moves like it's already theirs. When I auditioned for roles early on, I didn't walk in like I was hoping for the part. I walked in like the part had been waiting on me, not out of arrogance, out of alignment. I had already accepted the role in my mind, and because of that, everything else followed. That's the mindset shift. When you start acting like the version of yourself who's already done the thing, your actions change, your energy shifts, people start to notice, doors start to open, not because they're being generous, but because you've been faithful with your preparation. You don't get the crown and then act like royalty. You act like royalty first, and the crown shows up when it knows you're ready to wear it. So I want you to stop asking, what if it doesn't happen? And start declaring, when it does, I'll be ready. Because when you move with that kind of conviction, when your walk matches your word, when your faith matches your effort, there ain't a force on this planet that can deny you what's already yours in spirit. Don't wait for the world to believe in you. Show up already believing in yourself. Walk like it, talk like it, work like it, move like it's already yours, because the minute you do, everything else starts moving too. Now listen. You don't have to wait for the clock to strike midnight or the calendar to flip to decide who you're gonna be. The moment is already here. 2025 isn't about luck. It's not about chances. It's about choice, and you get to choose right now how you show up. Will you shrink back or step forward? Will you keep talking about it or be about it? You've looked in the mirror, you've faced the pain, you've felt the call to discipline, you've walked blind with faith, and now you know what it means to move like the thing is already yours. So what are you waiting for? The world is not looking for another perfect person. It's waiting on a real one bold enough to commit, one strong enough to rise, one brave enough to say this is my year, and not just say it, live it. 2025 doesn't belong to the lucky, it belongs to the ready, and I believe with everything in me, that means it belongs to you. Let's go.